$9,500. That means your pot is now at 0.
That don't make no sense. We're not supposed to be taking money out. That's the mole's job to take the money out, not us.
I love this show. I love them all. I love it. And the selfishness of people. People are cutthroat. Everybody wants to stay, so they will lie. They will do anything in order to stay. And the audacity to bid with all the money they have in the pot. The mall is going hard. And I think it's Ryan. I might be wrong, but I think it's Ryan. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. It's your girl, Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button. Turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. And definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing The Mall, Season 2, Episode 5. Am I surprised that Tony got the red screen? No. Because Hannah said she wasn't sharing all the information with him, and at the end of the day, only one person could win the prize, which makes me believe that Hannah is the mole. Hannah is the mole. Because why else would she not tell the person that she loves or she likes very much what's going on? Why wouldn't she at least give him a hint that you know that person we're thinking of? Try and pivot just a little bit, because I don't think they're the one. Even if she doesn't give him 100% information, it doesn't make sense. So her crying crocodile tears, I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. I am not buying it at all, because he could have easily been saved had she given him the right information. He was overconfident as well. His problem was he thought with his D instead of his head. And so he didn't bother to even assess or review his answers. He just trusted that Hannah would give him all the information she had. And sadly, she played him. She played him. And now he's got nothing. He's on his way back home, which is really sad. And I have no empathy for Hannah. Sorry. No empathy at all. Anyway. So the next day they leave for Port Klang. It's a harbor where they're going to be taking part in their next challenge. And I give it to Nish, because Nish said, you know, Hannah played Tony. She played him because she could have used, you know, their relationship to sort of get information from him. And this is how he was sent home. She is asking, you know, does anyone suspect me because, you know, Tony's gone and I'm still here? And you could see that Nish is not buying it. He's not buying whatever she's trying to sell, because it doesn't make sense. She manipulated him. She manipulated him into standing up at the exemption challenge, and she manipulated him into giving her his answers. Had Jennifer not gone home on day one, I think she would have saved Tony. I think she would have managed to steer him away from Hannah, but sadly Hannah got her claws into him, and that was the end for him. Anyway, they arrive at the port. They're given 3 names. So they're given Sean, Michael, and Muna, and they're told you need to pick one person. So you're going to look for boxes that contain money. And with those boxes, you have 3 crates. So one is Sean, one is Michael, one is Muna, because they are the ones people have been voting for the most. And you're going to place the money in any of the containers. If you get the right container, you win 50K. But if you decide to split it, whatever you split in the other boxes that are incorrect, you don't get that money. You only get the money that you put in the right container. So everybody is ecstatic. But then they start to think, and you realize that nobody wants to show their hand, because if you say who you voted for, then everybody's going to know where you stand. And so some people are honest, and everybody says, no, it's not Sean, it's not Sean. We can't say it's Sean. It's either Muna or Michael. And in doing so, people start waiting back for someone to offer a name. And sadly, Muna's name is the one that comes up first. And the moment people put Muna's name, those that don't want to show their hand like Sean, they just go to the majority. Michael can't vote for himself, so he went with majority and voted for Muna. And it's like, I would have said, let's split it evenly across the board. That way, if you lose anything, at least we save something. But then anyway, hey, it is what it is. Because this competition needs you to be suspicious of everyone. People don't want to reveal their hands, which makes it difficult for them to pick which truck to put the money in, because they actually find a box that's a doubler. So in that box, if whatever truck it's put on, whatever the amount was placed in there will be doubled. And so I personally don't get it. I really don't get it. I think they should have evened it out. I think they should have put, for example, 20. Well, it's a bit difficult to say, really, because if they were suspecting Michael and Muna, yes, they put 5,000 in one tray. I think they should have sort of evened it out between the two. I think they should have put 22,000 in either truck, either Michael or Muna, because even if it's multiplied, it would have still brought them to 40 something thousand if it was for Muna or if it was for Michael. But because nobody trusts anybody in this competition, people were hiding their answers and everybody was just going with the majority, which meant that in the end they put 5,000 in Sean, 19,500 in Michael, and then 25,500 in Muna, plus the doubler, which brought it up to 51,000. And so it's like, if Muna is not the right one, you've lost more than you've actually saved. If you get what I mean, in the sense that if she's not the right one, then they've lost 51,000 and all they have is either 5,000 or 19,000. Whereas if they had made it such that it would come up to 13, even if they put 15,000 in Muna's track and it was doubled, it would come up to 30,000 and they would still have close to 30,000 for Michael and then leave 5,000 for Sean, because they all don't believe it's Sean. But nobody wanted to hear that. And so, hey, it is what it is. This is really sad. So anyway, they get into cars and they're told to go and meet the car with their money to see if they got the right answer. And so because they've split their money, they don't know which car they're likely to meet. And they're sort of thinking, oh, it's Muna. Well, they get to the location, the truck arrives, they open the truck and they realize it's Michael. So everyone is suspicious of Michael. Whatever his tells are, people are suspecting that he's the mole. I don't think it's it. I don't think it's it. I don't think it's him. I think it's either Ryan. Yeah, I was suspicious of Q when he didn't go and watch the movies, but Q seems like he's more concerned about saving the money. So I still think it's either Ryan, Hannah, Muna. Someone in the comments was trying to say no, it can't be Muna. So I hope it's not Muna. Sean. Well, Shawnee's gameplay is very weak for someone who's been an undercover cop. So yeah, that would make him suspicious. I would be suspicious of that. So I don't know whether he's telling the truth. And I can't wait to see who it is. Oh my God. I have to wait until the 5th for more episodes to be uploaded. Anyway, they all go back to the hotel to change. So when they come back from the hotel after changing, they meet up with Ari, and there's a setup where there's a TV and there's some desks, the old-fashioned school desks, and they get to sit down and Ari says, we're going to hold an old-fashioned auction. So there's 3 sort of benefits that you could get, and so you get to sort of bid for what you want to bid for. And okay, that's fine. Everybody, you have Muna say, no, I'm not going to bid for anything. I sadly have decided I'm not bidding for anything at all. And everybody else is sort of sitting there and wondering, what shall they do? The first item up for bid, the first advantage is the dossier. So you get 10 minutes to read somebody's dossier. They agree that it's pointless to read the dossier because they've already had the movie thingy and that didn't help much. So I think people are just nervous. So everybody agrees. Nobody sort of bids for the dossier, and so they're rewarded with $5,000. The second one is a correction. So one of your wrong answers could be corrected during a quiz, and everybody decides not to bid. So that's another $5,000 that they save. And then lastly is the exemption, and we all know everybody wants an exemption, so it's about to go down. So they then have to bid for the exemption, and in their pot there are 59,500, and somebody decides to bid for the whole amount. My money is on Ryan. I don't think it's Hannah, because Hannah is too pompous. She would have shown it, or she would have had to tell. My money is on Ryan because someone was tapping their nails, and it's like, that's selfish. That's selfish. So my money is on Ryan or on Q because of the way he kicks off every single time money goes missing. So I don't know whether that's his cover for people to think, oh, he really wants the money, so he would never be, a mole. He would always want us to win. I am suspecting Ryan or Q. That's where my money lies, that they are the ones who emptied the pot, and everyone is furious, and I can't wait for the next episodes to see what happens. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 4. Bye guys.